I want to say we need to think more of ourselves. Sometimes we sit back and we allow things to happen. We don't have pushback until it hit our front door. We don't want to say anything. We don't want to act upon anything. And it's all our responsibility to play a part in change. It's sad to sit down and think a mother who carries a child, and when she goes into labor, the doctor say it's a boy. Can you imagine the fear that kicks in to that mother when the doctor say it's a boy? When it really registers in her mind, she has a son who has come into this world, who will have to be a part of this environment. You got to think about the child going to school. You got to think about the child potentially getting robbed or being murdered for foolishness, a pair of gym shoes or a jacket. Or how about a teacher taking advantage of him? What about being kidnapped? And this can go for girls too. I don't think we stop to realize the magnitude of our emotions when we deal with children. The fears that come along with that. How can you protect your child? How can you keep them from falling to pitfalls? And you can't be with them every second, every minute, every hour. There are some things that you have experienced in your life you don't want your kids to experience because you haven't recovered from it. Some things are quite traumatic when you've dealt with it. And everyone is not strong enough to deal with whatever the issue may be. And bullying could be one of them. So, and the result of some bullying could lead to loss of life or you taking your own life because you don't want to deal with the pressures of bullying. And sometimes parents put too much pressure on their kids too. But we have to learn from our experiences. We have to pray for our kids. We have to keep them covered. We have to teach them and educate them on the do's and the don'ts, the things to look for to the best of our ability to equip them, to let them know this can be a mean and cruel world. We have to instill in them the confidence they need to get past some hurts and some pain. We have to be the parent that no matter what the situation may be, that child can come back to you and feel comfortable and confident enough to know that you're going to react to whatever they say. Now, the flip side to that, we do have some parents that is crazy, is all get out. And that's the sad part. But then we live in a world where the system is screwed up too. Because if you know the parent is jacked up, why would you put that child back in that home? So it's a lot of different variables. But what we can control, we need to control. And we've all had experiences. Fathers, you need to teach their girls about the quality of a man, what to expect and what they don't have to deal with. Mothers usually teach their girls how to be self-sustainable, self-sufficient. A man does not make you whole. And these are some things that I think that we're missing in our society because the grandmas are gone. They're no longer grandmas who can take up, fill in the gap and share and teach and instruct the kids of today. And some of our issues we can cut off if we will regroup and start to train, educate, nurture, care, and love our kids and lead them in the right direction. And then they won't be so quick to fall into these pitfalls. They will know how to handle things. The line of communication will be open, and that's so important to keep that communication open with your child. If they don't talk, their body language will tell a story too. We need to be open, our eyes, our ears. We need to pay attention. Can't be so busy and work all the time. This is serious times right now. And for a parent, you need to be very much aware and stay in tune of what's going on.